What up, my people? Welcome back to my channel, Den United. Yeah, there's a lot that has been going on over the week. The Euros, some really exciting transfer news. Though Arsenal and Man City and Liverpool, it's either they're doing nothing in the window or they're keeping their cards really close to their chest because yeah, okay, I'd understand why Liverpool wouldn't be doing any transfers because new manager, he need to assess the squad before saying sell this, I want that. A new manager always wants to assess the squad before saying what he wants and what he needs. He always thinks that he can get the best out of what he has. So I think we will get more transfer news from Liverpool till after they go for pre-season. So say maybe early August or late July. That's when I expect transfer news from Liverpool. But Salah is still hanging in the balance. Who these two defenders, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Van Dijk, are in the Euros, so a decision has to be made on them. So I don't know about Liverpool, but my best advice for like Liverpool fans is like wait till after the Euros, till you go to like your pre-season. That's when we will get transfer news from Liverpool. But yeah, anyway, welcome back to my channel. Where to start, where to start. um Bayern Munich, apparently, not even apparently, because from where it's coming from, this is a certified source, as in the source from which I'm getting my news from is like A plus, like tier one journalist. Okay, I'm talking about David Dunstan was the first to break that Michael Olise, a player who Man United and Chelsea are really looking to sign. Though Chelsea took themselves out of the race to sign Michael Olise, so I think it was only Man United. Then yesterday, uh, he agreed personal terms with Bayern Munich. So he's agreed personal terms with both Man United and Bayern Munich. So it's up to he's open to joining either one of the teams, so it's up to the two teams, Man United and Bayern Munich, to find a prize to give to Crystal Palace so that he can join either one of the teams. But he's open to joining both teams. That's what I get from my sources and my research. And what else? What else? What else? Chelsea are on a roll, man. You remember that teenager from Palmeiras that they signed? I don't really remember his name, but he's 17 years old. Signed him for 45 mil. There's a Ballon d'Or clause on add-ons on the. They're paying 34 mil up front. Then was it 9 million there with add-ons? So the add-ons get to, was it 45 mil? I think no, 39 plus 14, that's I think 63, no, 53. 53 plus 9, that's 64 million. Yeah, they're buying the player for 64 million. Then there's 14 million in add-ons and another 9 million in add-ons. Then there's a Ballon d'Or clause on the contract because that's how confident in the kid Palmeiras are. So yeah, there's a Ballon d'Or clause in the contract that if this kid ends up winning the Ballon d'Or in the near future, Chelsea have to pay Palmeiras some more money. So yeah, they were also looking to sign this striker from Atletico Madrid, 19 years old, Omari. No, they were looking to sign Omari Kellyman from Aston Villa, 19 years old. Honestly speaking, I didn't know about the kid. I've known that kid when I was doing my research on him. I don't know anything about him. I've never watched him. So, Chelsea fans, Maybe you'll know him. Let me know. They were also looking to sign Samu Omorodion from Atletico Madrid. Striker, 32.5 million bid was rejected. Um, One thing I advise Chelsea, first of all, and I've said it numeral amount of times, Chelsea made a mistake sacking Pochettino. I don't think Pochettino was the guy who was going to take Chelsea back to the top, but I think Pochettino was the guy before the guy. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So I think Chelsea made a mistake sacking Pochettino. I'm not for that, but y'all are still going on like sign an established striker. Look at the kind of strikers Man United are scouting. Zaxi. Oh, I was to bring this in, but I will bring it in. Okay, look at the strikers Man United are scouting. Zaxi, Evan Tony. Who else? Benjamin Sesko. Though we scouted him, couldn't sign him because he signed a new contract. Um, Who else? Who else? Who else from Man United? Look, which other striker of Man United scouting? I think it's just those three. But then they are A star. Not okay. Zaxi is developmental. Though he's 23 years old, he's been playing well for Bologna, so he's quite established. Arsenal was scouting him, by the way. He was to go to AC Milan. So a couple of teams are scouting him, so he must be the truth. Ivan Tony is a star. Like if Chelsea bought Ivan Tony and stuck him up front, that guy will bang you goals. And I think that's the kind of striker that Chelsea need, because you look at Arsenal have Kai Havertz. Okay, he makes the team tick, even though he's not going to put the ball at the back of the net so often, but he's good for the structure. Arsenal have Kai Havertz. Man City have Alvarez and Haaland. Aston Villa have Ole Watkins. Even what's the team that was relegated last season that I liked how they play? Luton. Luton Town had Morris, who scored goals. Though the goals were not enough for them to stay up, but they scored goals. That's the thing, they scored goals. Y'all need a prolific striker. That's what I'm trying to say. Samu Omoridon, yeah, he may be there. You might sign him and he comes in and he works. But then, what if he doesn't? You all need to an established striker. Even if you sign, what's the name of the guy from Napoli? What's the name of the guy? Forgot his name. The Nigerian striker from Napoli. Even Kolomwani is alright. Kolomwani ain't the best, but he's a way better striker than Samu Morodion, who I didn't know anything about. But anyway, I'm not a Chelsea fan. Chelsea fans, it's your team. Actually, I only know two Chelsea fans, and that's my mom and one of my friends, Steve. And that I don't know any other Chelsea fans. So yeah, so Chelsea, that's on you. Manchester United agreed personal terms with Zaxi. Yeah, we've agreed personal terms with him, and he has a 32 million release clause, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 32 million release clause. So I think Man United can do that deal. And if I was to do a prediction, Man United will have signed Zaxi. If we've agreed personal terms with him, then I think by I'm giving it till Wednesday. I think by Wednesday we'll have either signed Zaxi or pulled out of the deal. Worst case scenario, maybe by Friday. That's worst case scenario. But anyway, that's all about transfers. Yeah, yeah. So going to going to talk about the Euros. As you know, I'm an English fan. I'm an England fan. But we were playing shit. I mean, huh. What were our fixtures again? I think we beat Serbia 1-0 on our first game. Then we drew with Belgium 1-1 on our second game. And it was all the same thing. Because Gareth Southgate is so old school. I'm so sorry, but he's so old school that he but even Mourinho didn't do the same. I mean, you have some of the best players in the world. Uh, Talk about Declan Rice, talk about Phil Foden, talk about Jude Bellingham, talk about Harry Kane. You have some of the best. Bukayo Saka, in my opinion, one of the best right wingers in the world. You know, you have some of the best players in the world, and you're not doing anything with it. I mean, if I could give you my best England 11, Pickford in goal. At right, I'd play a 4-3-3 formation. I'd play Pickford in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right. Two centre backs in Guehi and John Stones. On the left, one thing that really boggles my mind, I don't know why he didn't call, what's the name of this guy who plays for Chelsea? Ben Chilwell. I don't know why he didn't call up Ben Chilwell. His feet, even though he's not in his best form, but you look at what Italy did with Cucurella, because they don't want to fit square pegs in round holes. They want everyone to play in their position. That's why Italy called up Cucurella, because they want everyone to play in their position. So I think instead of calling up Luke Shaw, who's not yet fit anyway, he could have called up Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell would have played at left back. That's no problem. But then with what we have, I think I'd still play Trippier at left back, because we have a shortage. I don't think there's a team out there that doesn't have a shortage in left backs, but we have a shortage at left back. Because I have a theory to support my claims. When football changed, initially right wingers were predominantly right-footed. Left wingers were predominantly left-footed. But then the inverted winger came in, and every winger, I don't know if there's a manager out there that doesn't play with inverted wingers. So you'd find uh, if a right winger, say Wan-Bissaka started out as a winger, but then he failed as a winger, transitioned into a right back. So he's a right back now because he's right-footed, played on the right wing. Now he can play at right back. But then you can't expect a right winger who's left-footed to play at right back. It wouldn't bring a lot of balance to the team. So yeah, that messed up with the development of right backs over the years. So left backs, sorry, just messed up the development of left backs, because left-footed players are now playing on the right wing. No, left-footed wingers are playing on the right wing, and right-footed wingers are playing on the left wing. So yeah. So that back to my best England 11. Trippier at left back. In midfield, in defense, I played John Stones and Kyle Walker, because Kyle Walker has the pace, and also he's played at left back before, so he understands the. And with Kyle Walker at left back, he can play the last man role and let John Stones have the free role that he has in Man City, because you find that in Man City when they play a 4-3-3 formation, John Stones, when they're in possession of the ball, Man City have so many decent centre backs that I don't know, but John Stones plays basically as a midfielder, you know. So like when we are in possession with Kyle Walker as the last man or McGuehi as the last man, John Stones can have that free role that he has at Man City, you know. So that I have to come to a conclusion at centre back. So I think I'll just stick to no, I'll change John Stones and Kyle Walker. But Kyle Walker is right-footed and John Stones is also right-footed, so there won't be balance at the back. So for balance, I'd play John Stones and McGuehi. In midfield, I'd play Rice and Bellingham as a double pivot. Then play Foden in front of them. You know, like that is a midfield that will work. You have Phil Foden won player of the season in the Premier League last season. Play him at his best position. He's a number 10. Let him play at number 10. That's just my opinion. On the left, I'd play Anthony Gordon, Harry Kane as striker, Bukayo Saka on the left, on the right. And with that, you still have a bench that is stacked with talent. You have Kyle Walker on the bench. You have Kobe Mainoo on the bench. You have Cole Palmer at the bench. By the way, this is just a question. Like, why did Gareth Southgate take Cole Palmer to the Euros if he knew he wouldn't use him? I mean, that guy, Cole Palmer, is prolific and can also play at number 10. So I don't know why he doesn't use him anyway. We have a bench stacked with talent that if Foden isn't tracking at number 10, you can bring in Cole Palmer. If Bellingham isn't working at number 6, you can bring in Conor Gallagher at number 8. Sorry, you can bring in Conor Gallagher. They can play as a double pivot. There's so much you can do with that England team. And what he scores, he did it with Serbia. First 15 minutes, we get our goal, parks the bus. Serbia keep coming in. And in training, I bet these England players are trained to play out from the back. But then every time the ball falls to Pickford, it's a long ball to like a Saka or a Foden, who are midgets compared to like defenders like Vestergaard in Denmark. They drew with Denmark 1-1. So like with that long ball, Vestergaard will always win a header against Foden or a Saka. So like with Vestergaard will just head the ball down. Let's attack again. Instead of, you have good players who can take the ball at half turns. You know. But anyway, I don't know everything. I didn't get to watch all the games. I'll just talk about the games I watched. Huge shout out to Ralph Rangnick. Oh my god, Manchester United really disrespected this guy. They disrespected Ralph Rangnick so bad. And you look at what he's done in the Euros. He beat Poland 3-1. Gave France a game like, oh, Austria are playing some amazing football. They gave France a run for their money. Like, oh my, like I watched that game and for a moment I was confused which of the two is France, because Austria played amazing. Though France snatched a 1-0 win, but Austria played amazing. If Austria came to face England and Gareth Southgate decided to park the bus after scoring 1 goal, Austria would obliterate England. And this just shows you what Ralph Rangnick can do with a team that is willing to listen to him. Because with Man United, Ralph Rangnick was given only 30 minutes against Crystal Palace. That's it. And the players stopped trying. But then he's an amazing coach. Look at what he's doing with Austria. I will I will go watch football in a bar, and like I will hear people talk about like how Ralph Rangnick isn't a coach, like doesn't understand the formation we are playing. But that is because the players refuse to listen to him. He got Austria. Players are willing to listen to him, even though they are not as good as like an England, but the players are willing to listen and eager to learn. So that's why Austria are playing such good football. And I'm really proud of Ralph. Ralph got there and proved Manchester United wrong. I'm really proud of Ralph Rangnick. I'm really proud of Austria. Um, yeah, another game I watched was Spain absolutely dominate Italy. Oh my god! Like Spain dominated Italy so bad, it's unbelievable. It was what it was. What was it? What was it like? Yeah, and like not like Italy is a bad team. Italy is quite a good team, but Spain dominated Italy. Like it's unbelievable. Germany beating Hungary 2-0. Really expected. Didn't even watch the whole game, but shout out to Jamal Musiala. Wanted to ask you all a question on like who's a better player, Jamal Musiala or Jude Bellingham? Because I think they are roughly the same age. Who's a better player, Jamal Musiala or Jude Bellingham? I'll let you all think. Let me know. Uh, Personally, I think if I was to choose either one of them to come to Manchester United right now, I'd choose Jamal Musiala. I love Jamal Musiala, but then I love Bellingham because of that guy has balls, man. Like the kind of confidence that that guy has, Jude Bellingham, who off the roof. It was like you remember when Rooney was came in to play for England, and like he was like levels above every other player. That's how I feel about Jude Bellingham. And as you all know, Rooney is one of my favorite Man United players of all time. So maybe I'm biased, but every time Rooney played for England, he was like levels and levels and levels ahead of every other player on that pitch. And that's how I feel about Jude Bellingham. Anyway, that's gone. You also watched Belgium versus Slovakia. Belgium, and this is something I had somewhere, and I don't think I can tell you where I had it from. But this friend of mine was telling me that Kevin De Bruyne was born in the wrong country, because you look at how he plays with a different IQ to like every other every other Belgium player out there. Funny stat, Romelu Lukaku is Belgium's all-time top scorer with like 85 goals, and the person behind him is Eden Hazard with like 35 or 30 goals. So like it's a landslide, and Lukaku, I didn't see Lukaku in that game. Yet he's Belgium's all-time top scorer. So maybe Belgium just has shit players. I don't know. But Kevin De Bruyne was class. Trossard. Where is the Trossard that we saw in Arsenal? I didn't see him in that game. Unless the shining lights in like the Belgium game were Kevin De Bruyne and Jeremy Doku. Only those two. The rest were just, oh no, they lost 1-0 to Slovakia. Netherlands versus Poland. Netherlands beat Poland 2-1. Poland, the first team to be eliminated from the Euros. I really feel for Robert Lewandowski, man, because I love Robert Lewandowski, and I remember when Man United were buying Robin van Persie. I feel like Sir Alex Ferguson was just like, you know what, it's my last season, fuck it, I will do whatever I want, because the right decision was to sign Robert Lewandowski then, because I remember it was a choice. We were linked to two players, Robert Lewandowski or Robin van Persie. Lewandowski was still young back then. He was like so young. Um, and since Sir Alex knew that he's going, he was like, it's my last season. I want to see this project through. Let me just buy like a one-time fix, and that's it. And that's why he bought Robin van Persie. I love Robin van Persie. I have his jersey at home, number 20 with like the boxes and everything. I love Robert Lewandowski. He not Lewandowski, Robin van Persie. I love Van Persie so much. Um, but we could have gotten, if I think if Ferguson stayed, we could have gotten Lewandowski, but since he was going, we got Van Persie, who served us, won us the title that year. Um, did something that Klopp couldn't, and get a goodbye parade with like the Premier League. I think that year we won the Premier League and the FA Cup. I think we won the double that year. I'm not so sure, but I'm not so sure what we won that year. I forgot, but yeah, at least during the farewell parade for Alex Ferguson, we had a Premier League trophy, something Klopp couldn't. Something to brag about. I'll never miss a chance to troll Liverpool. I hate Liverpool. I hate Liverpool, but I respect Liverpool. That's what I know. And I really admire their transfer policies, because with Liverpool, Man United will take weeks and weeks and weeks. Arsenal will take a couple of days to like do a deal. City will do the same. But with Liverpool, they are linked to the play in the morning, personal terms during the day. They've paid the fee or they are walking away. You will know if Liverpool is buying or selling or leaving the transfer fee by the end of that day. You will know that Liverpool have bought this player or are getting out of the race to buy him. So really admire their transfer policies, and yeah, all in all, great club, our biggest rivals, but I have a certain respect for Liverpool. That said, yeah, I watched. I also watched Hungary against Switzerland. Switzerland beat Hungary 3-1. Really boring game, in my opinion. And that's all I'll have to say about that. Spain beating Croatia 3-0. Oh god, I also watched that game and it was lovely. I mean, I expected more from Croatia. I really expected a lot more from Croatia. But I guess the golden team, the golden generation of Croatia is now getting old. Like Kovacic, uh, Modric, Rakitic, they're all getting old. So I think, yeah, I think that's why they were beaten 3-0. And let me just give a special shout out to Spain. Spain have really surprised me because I wasn't expecting them to be this amazing. They are playing so well. And shout out to Spain. They are surprising me so far in the tournament. Another game. I was watching the Georgia Czech Republic game. Left it at 0-0. I don't know what the scores are right now. Let me just check. Yeah, Georgia have scored 1-0 to Georgia. Netherlands against Spain. I would say these two teams, it was a brilliant spectacle. If you're a fan of defense, because it was two prolific defenses going against each other. Netherlands have Van Dijk and who's the other player? I don't remember his counterpart. Van Dijk and I forgot the lineup. But France had I forgot the lineup for France as well. But watching the game, France missed Mbappe. Like if Mbappe was in that game, he would have scored because Dembele is finished. I don't know what Dembele was doing in that pitch. That guy is just finished. But it was a good spectacle. It was like almost. It would have gone either way, but it was a good game. 0-0. Funny thing, yeah, I just enjoyed like being at the edge of my seat. Like they almost scored, and then I'm not rooting for either one of them. And if I were to support a Netherlands or a France, I would support Netherlands. But it's not personal for either one of them. Georgia are currently beating Croatia 1-0. Last I checked. Let me just check again. Yep. 1-0 to Georgia. So yeah, I'll just talk about the groups for a minute here. In group 1, currently as we speak right now, Germany are top of the group, 6 points, one game remaining. Switzerland, they've Germany, in short, in group A, Germany and Switzerland have gone through automatically because Scotland's last game is Hungary. Wait, hold on. I did not see this. Germany, Switzerland. Germany has already, even if Germany lose their last game to Switzerland, Switzerland will get 7 points and they will go top of the table. But Germany will just finish second. Germany will just finish second. But if Germany won, they will go to top of the group with 9 points, and Switzerland would finish second with 4 points. But then Scotland's last game is Hungary, and if Scotland beat Hungary, they'd get 4 points, but they'd still finish third because head to head they drew, so that's off, and they will go to goal difference. And Switzerland has a better goal difference. Switzerland has 2, Scotland has -4. So for if Germany beat Switzerland and Scotland beat Hungary by like a 1-0, they'd still finish at third because their goal difference is bad. Unless they beat Hungary with like seven goals. Yeah, if they beat Hungary by 7 goals, they'd finish second and go through. But as it stands, Scotland are out. Anything can happen in football. But on paper, Group A has Germany and Switzerland going through. Group B, Spain automatic promotion, obvious. With their last game being Albania, they'll beat Albania. Italy's last game is Croatia, and this is why I say this group is like really tricky, because if Croatia beats Italy, Croatia will have 4 points, Italy will have 3 points, so they will finish third, and Croatia will go second. And if Italy beat Croatia, Italy just need to either draw, or Italy need a draw to go through. But Croatia need to beat Italy to go through. So, yeah. In Group C, England, Denmark, Slovenia at third, Serbia at fourth. And the last games are England and Slovenia, Denmark and Serbia. So, I think this is also a group that I did not like see whatever is happening. I did not think whatever is happening will happen. I actually thought like this will be quite an easy group for England and Denmark. but with Denmark drawing with Slovenia and England drawing with Denmark, throws a spanner into the mix, because on the last game Denmark have Serbia. I think Denmark will beat Serbia, and I honestly think England will beat Slovenia. So, but anything can happen. If Serbia beats Denmark, they get 4 points and they are up to second. And if Slovenia beats England, they get 6 points and they are up to first. So, still anybody's group, but I think England have England England the worst England can finish is second, because if if Denmark beats Serbia, they'd get 6 points, and if Slovenia beats us, we'll still be at 4 points, but Slovenia will be at. Oh yeah, England can finish at third, so it's still anybody's group going into the last fixtures. At Group D, we have Netherlands at first, France second, Austria third, Poland fourth, and Netherlands are playing Austria in their last game. France are playing Poland. I think France will beat Poland, and Netherlands Austria, that will be quite a fixture. I'm really looking forward to that game. I really want Austria to beat Netherlands, because I enjoyed how they play. Austria play like really good football. Funny thing, I just remembered. I was to bring this into the show. Are Let me just ask this question: are Belgium the Tottenham of international football? Just thinking. Just a thought. Are Belgium the Tottenham of international football? Just a thought. Yeah, as I was saying, I really like for if Austria beat Netherlands, they'd get 6 points, so they'd finish top of the group, and obviously France will beat Poland, so they get 7. So Austria will finish second, and Netherlands would finish third. Yeah. For Group E, Belgium are at last with 0 points, lost to Slovakia. Belgium lost to Slovakia, so yeah, they are at 0. But it's a really interesting group as well. But anyone can go through. I honestly don't really like Group E, because I've not watched any game in Group E. Group F has one of my favorites: Portugal, Turkey, Czech Republic, Georgia, who are current. Let me just check. Oh, it's 1-1. Georgia 1, Czech Republic 1. No? No? Yeah, Georgia 1, Czech Republic 1. So they currently are at 2 points each, and I think it's their last game. No. It's not their last game. Yeah, they're currently at 2 points each. So yeah, Turkey 2 points, 2 points. They are 1-1 right now. They are drawn. What minute is it? Let me check. I can't clearly see the what minute we are in, but yeah, I think this group is done. I think Portugal and Turkey will go through. So yeah, I'm rooting for Portugal and England personally. So let me know what team you're rooting for. That was my episode for today. Let me know what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all on the next one.